So in this video, we're gonna talk about points, lines, and planes, as well as collinear points and coplanar points. So our lesson objectives, at the end of this lesson, you should be able to identify and differentiate a line, a point, and a plane. So first, let's go to point. So a point is just a point in space, and it's basically a dot. It's just a dot. And so you can name it using a capital letter, such as for example, you can name it like point A, point B, and etc. A segment connects two points. So let's call this example point A and point B. So this is an example of a segment. A segment has a beginning and it also has an end. So you can write this as segment AB. Now a ray on the other hand has a beginning but it does not have an end. So a ray has one arrow. So you can write this example as ray AB. Lastly, a line. So a line has no beginning and it also has no end. So it extends infinitely. And for this example, you can call this as line AB with two arrows. Now segments, rays, and lines are one-dimensional, so it only has lengths. So wala siya kabagaon, wala po siya kabugaton. It does not have width and it does not have weight. A plane, on the other hand, is a two-dimensional, so it has both length and width. And like a line, it also extends infinitely. Now, what is the difference between collinear and non-collinear points? So let's call this point A, B, and C. 3 points are collinear if they lie on the same line. So our example on the left is known as collinear points because they lie on the same line. Now, the other three points are non-collinear because we cannot draw a line that connects all of them. We can draw a line between 2 points, so we can say that AB is collinear, but AB and C are not, because we cannot put those 3 points on the same line. So these are known as non-collinear points. Now let's say that we have 3 points that lie on the same plane. And let's call this point A, B, and C. So these 3 points are known as coplanar points because they share the same plane. So A, B, C are coplanar points. Now let's say that the point above the plane is point D. So these 4 points are now known as non-coplanar points because they do not lie on the same plane. So ABC is on the plane but D is outside of the plane. So they are non-coplanar points. So if we call this plane M, we could say that ABC are located on plane M but D is not on plane M. So ABCD are non-coplanar points. So let's say for example, we have 2 parallel lines. Let's call this line L and line K. And these 2 lines are on a plane. And so these 2 lines are known as coplanar lines because they lie on the same plane. And so there is another example of coplanar lines, and it is when 2 lines intersect but also lie on the same plane. So we can also have non-coplanar lines. So let's say this is line R and this is line S. So line R lies on plane M, but line S does not. So line R and line S are known as non-coplanar lines. And so that ends our discussion. I hope that you have learned something.